Hello world, Wendy from Cali here, back with our mixed Manny chat. We've got another Manny bingo square that I want to achieve for today. We are going to be doing, where is it? Shades of. So shades of is pick a color and make your Manny all in shades of that one color. And that is what we're doing today. We are actually doing Panda Bear's favorite color, blue. So I've got Lagoon leftovers. I've got on the flip side, lots of on the flip side leftovers. I've got fortune teller leftovers. I've got the right angle leftovers. And I've got naughty or ice leftovers. And I've got my trusty Martha Stewart goo punch here. And yeah, let's get started, shall we? I thought shades of is a great way to kind of like think of paint, and dripping paint is the goal for today's Manny. So that's what we're going to do. But before we begin, let's talk about what I am currently listening to and or reading. And then we'll get into what's happened since the last Manny chat. So, current book I'm listening to is by Ashley Poston. It's called A Novel Love Story. The main character of the book goes on a road trip and ends up in this small town. And I'll leave it at that. Because if you want to read it, if you like rom-com types of themes and all of that, so far it's been an interesting story. So yeah, that's what I'm listening to. And what I'm reading currently, and both of these are from my library app, both of my library apps on my phone. So what I'm reading right now is a book called I Want to Die, But I Want to Eat Tteokbokki. And it's by Baik Shahi. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that author's name right. But it's interesting because it's like, I guess, a memoir of her sessions with her psychiatrist. About like depression and all of that. So I'm finding it interesting and entertaining and very relatable. So that's what's currently in my, on my phone that I'm listening to and reading. So yeah, quite different and random. For those of you that use Color Street, jellies are awesome, but they don't keep well. They love to like melt away, which makes me think of like jelly candies or like, yeah, jelly beans, jelly candies, anything that's like, if the heat is happening, it just melts away. I don't know how to stop it from doing that. Again, there's no central air in this house, and it gets rather warm and humid and all that good stuff. So luckily, I don't need a full strip of Lagoon for what I'm doing. So it works out just fine for this mixed Manny. And it's going to be super random where I'm placing things, so there's no rhyme or reason to it. I'm doing this super early in the morning before work, and I've been having really weird sleep patterns, especially for the days where I am working from home. I will end up waking up at like 2 in the morning, and then I can't sleep. And so then I end up doing work before actually clocking in. Today I started the sourdough bread that I'll be baking this evening after work. And I also made a taco seasoning mix for Panda Bear. He's planning on making ground beef for us to eat. And yesterday was a full-on fasting day. I was able to have some coffee. Panda Bear said, go ahead and have some coffee, so I did. And yeah, pretty much no food at all. But what that did was drop 4 pounds. And it's like 4 pounds of weight that I gained from vacation, and just, we had gone to the movies. Finally got to watch The Odyssey, which was really visually stunning. There are certain scenes in The Odyssey that is like unforgettable, and I don't want to ruin it for anyone who plans on going to see it. So I'll just say that really visually stunning. Some of the horrifying scenes are super memorable. So yeah, if you watch it, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. But that was really cool that Panda Bear surprised us with a movie date. And we also got to go try Fatima's Grill, which wasn't bad, but it wasn't as awesome as I had anticipated it to be. Very junky is the best way I can describe the food at that grill. So, you know, if you're looking for, you know, after a drunk night and you want something that's like really greasy and comforting, Fatima's Grill is probably it. We also went to Porto's, and that is worth writing home for, home about, because they have a new potato ball. It's a Mojo chicken potato ball, and it is delicious. So if you're in the area near Porto's, I highly recommend that. Also, they had a pistachio chocolate macaron, which was also very tasty, and their mango mousse bomb is always yum. Panda Bear also ordered a Cubano sandwich for us to share. We had some horchata cold brew. Gosh, what else do we have? Yeah, I don't remember what else, but I know Panda Bear bought some stuff home for the rents to enjoy too. So I don't think I can salvage this one. This one looks like it's completely stuck to the plastic. If it is, it's fine. We don't need it per se, but I had hoped to have it kind of every other nail would have the Lagoon, but if not, again, it's all very random, so it doesn't have to work out that way if it doesn't. Oh, I think I got it. But yeah, that was Saturday. Sunday, I'm not going in any order, by the way. I'm just going in the order I remember things. But Sunday, we went out to eat with my pops at a place called Chongqing Noodle, and the food was absolutely amazing. Not one dish was mediocre. Every single dish we had was just amazeballs. And if you're ever in the area, I think it's in San Gabriel. If you're ever in that area, Chongqing Noodle, very delish. Really recommend showing up right when they open, because shortly after we showed up, it got super busy and there was like wait out the door. The restaurant itself, I think the location used to be a hot pot place, because there's like all these like fans up on the ceiling that aren't being used, and so it's kind of odd. And it's a very small restaurant, very hole in the wall type restaurant. Parking sucks balls, but you can park along the side street, like round the block, which is where we did. So we parked on the street, and walked. But yeah, really delicious. Highly recommend. Tuesday, well, Monday was back to work, and I don't recall. I know I did a lot of work because it's one of those days where I'm at the office for the full day, and then I get home and I have to clock back in for taking care of closing for phones and stuff like that. And so it was a very long day. I think that was the night when Panda Bear and I watched the Shane Dawson podcast, the latest one. Still into watching his content. I don't think I'll ever outgrow it, but yeah. Tuesday after work, actually went and donated blood for the very first time in a very long time. The last time we had donated blood was back during the pandemic. It was like right before New Year's in 2020. 2020 or 2021. I can't recall now. my American Red Cross app told me exactly when, but it was like a long time ago. We hadn't done it in so long. And I remember that I got a free long sleeve shirt for donating blood. This time around, they were supposedly giving away a free $20 Amazon gift card. I haven't received the email yet that they said that would come after donating blood. There's supposedly an email that's supposed to say thank you, and then we click on some links, and then we're able to like download the gift card or whatever. But Panda Bear and I, after donating blood, we went to go eat at Baja Cali. I think it's like a taco place. Really good shrimp quesadilla and fish tacos that we had. So another place that is highly recommended by me if you're ever in the location. That one is in Alhambra. So yeah. And then what was yesterday? Yesterday was more work. Same thing. Full day at the office, come home, clock back in for closing. And then of course then there's this morning. I woke up at like 2 in the morning, couldn't go back to sleep. So a lot has been done. Prepping the sourdough bread for baking later. I made the taco mix, as I mentioned. What else? I made myself some chicken soup because I hadn't eaten since Tuesday, so I was really in need of some sustenance. So had some chicken soup, and I have my iced coffee in my Shane Dawson cup, and that is gonna hold me until Panda Bear feeds me today, which I don't know what he'll feed me. I think ground beef because he's cooking it, but who knows. But I do like the stuff that he feeds us because we tend to have like salads and lots of protein. Love protein. So whenever Panda Bear's pulling together our plates, it's got good source of protein, it's got beans, it's got some sort of vegetable. It's a very well balanced plate of food whenever he feeds us. So the best of all is I don't have to think about it. So if I don't have to think about what to put together to eat, all the better. I am waiting impatiently for Panda Bear to let me know when we can order our next cheese order, because Gardner's Wisconsin Cheese just came out with a pizza flavored cheese curd, and I totally want to order it. I love their pizza flavored cheese whips, which are like mini versions of string cheese. They're like thinner versions of string cheese. I love them so much. Like, I can eat a whole bag of them by myself each time I open one, and so that's how much I love them. But waiting for Panda Bear to say, okay, it's time, we can order more cheese. So I'm hoping he says it soon because I really want to order. What I have ordered is another coffee order from Jones Coffee Roasters, but for some reason I ordered it earlier this week. It says it's shipped, but then when I click on the tracking, it says label created, but that's it. Like, there's no other information, and I don't know if they actually have shipped it yet. And this is bizarre because usually when I order from them, I get it within the next like 2 days or so, and we're going on like the 3rd day. So I think I might have to email the company and just go, hey, I don't think my coffee order actually shipped. But I'm giving it a day because I don't want to be that person that's like, I didn't get my stuff, and then it shows up like the same day or whatever. And so I just want to wait and confirm. If I don't get it within like 4 days, that's when I know it's like, okay, that's more than the normal time, and then I will reach out to them. But I'm definitely a creature of routine. I like what I like, and I end up like usually being super loyal to companies. Especially when I find a coffee I like or cheese that I like, I'll like totally talk about it and order from them like exclusively. And yeah, that's what Gardner's Wisconsin Cheese is to me, as well as Jones Coffee Roasters. So if you're in the market for some good coffee or some delicious cheese from the cheese state, those are companies that I would recommend. Especially Gardner's Wisconsin Cheese. If you're ordering, I would strongly recommend making a humongous order. They give like free stuff, free cheeses and stuff like that, for certain dollar amounts that you order. And I almost always save my order so that I can make a really big order each time, so that I can get all the free stuff, because who doesn't love free stuff? So yeah, those are my recommendations. What else has been going on in our lives? Planning out Panda Bear's birthday celebration this weekend because his birthday is on Monday. I have work, so we can't really do much celebrating on his actual birthday, but the Rents, Panda Bear, and I will be going out to eat this weekend for his birthday. And we're actually I don't want that one there. I want it to offset the nail, so that does it better, even though it covered most of the blue from Lagoon, but it will have to do. We plan on going to eat, at least for now, he has said we're gonna eat at Delicious Food Corner, the one in Rosemead. There's also a Delicious Food Corner like right down the street from where we live, but I think ownership has changed, so the original owner is actually over in the Rosemead location, and supposedly it's much tastier quality wise over there. So kind of excited for trying it out, because I haven't been to that location, so it'll be my first time. But yeah. Oh yeah, see, this is covering up Lagoon so much. Now I kind of regret putting Lagoon down first, because Lagoon's one of the colors that I really absolutely love. But, you know, dripping paint, you really can't control the dripping paint. It's gonna drip and cover whatever it wants to. So that's where we're at. But yeah, I probably will use this, maybe not on the thumb. I'll probably use it on the pointer finger, because again, I want it to be kind of random-esque. So if I put it up really high, then maybe some of that blue would still show through for naughty or nice. Naughty or ice, not naughty or nice. No N. There we go. There we go. Hard part is trying to get the rest of the nail off without peeling off all of that blue on the side. We'll definitely need to do some cleanup work here because it's hugging the skin right there. But yeah. I forgot if I mentioned in the last video about the hit and run for Panda. Last Wednesday, he was hit by a car. Luckily, he was fine. Our car, though, the insurance is saying it's considered a total. I guess if your car has damage enough where the cost to repair is going to be 75% or higher of the face value of the car, the insurance folks are going to consider a total and just pay you the face value of the car, and then they're going to probably take the car and sell it at auction, and whoever wants to bid on it for dirt cheap gets to fix it up themselves and whatever. That is what Panda Bear was trying to explain to me. I'm just glad he's okay. The car, it's really kind of sad that it is considered totaled, because I mean, it wasn't in pristine shape anyways, but the engine was replaced because of a recall for that car, and Panda Bear had just sunk in money to fix the AC, and so luckily we had the car for our family vacation earlier this month. But yeah, it's just right after that the car is now no longer in our possession, thanks to a careless driver that decided to hit and run. But Panda Bear has used some of the money from the insurance to fix up the Avalon, which I think I mentioned in another video, that the Avalon we had let Mama Carla's boyfriend use, and they left in a huff. Still haven't heard from them at all. Don't even know if we'll ever hear from them again. I just hope the kids are fine and that they're being placed in school, and all that, since, you know, it is like back to school right now. Like, that's what's happening with most folks. But yeah, the Avalon was left behind and damaged. Not quite sure what the heck happened, but Panda Bear spent some of the insurance money to get the Avalon fixed up. So now that's our second car that we use for taking me to work, mostly, because the other car that we have is my mom's car, and she uses that for her, taking her to work typically, but also Panda Bear will use that car for taking me to work, or picking me up is more likely, because usually in the mornings, because my mom works graveyard shift, she has the other car. So yeah, at least we still have that. And then Panda Bear's still continuing to slowly kind of clean up our house by getting rid of a lot of old junk and stuff like that. Can't believe that he's convinced my pops to let him do that. Granted, there's a lot of things that Panda Bear has tried to get rid of, and my pops have still like pulled it back out of the trash. And there's a designated area in our backyard that's like just for my pops to keep all of his salvaged junk that he thinks he'll use one day or has purpose someday. But I'm not gonna hold my breath on that one, because a lot of the stuff, it's just like, yeah, really, no, I don't think you're gonna have much use for any of that. Really, he should just give it to somebody, because I'm sure other folks could find really good use for some of the things that he is hoarding back there. But it's okay. In time, I'm sure he'll figure it out. We did on Sunday, though. We went to PetSmart, and my pops picked out 10 little feeder goldfish. Apparently the other 8 that he purchased disappeared or died. We think that the raccoons that have been hanging out in our backyard have gotten to at least half of them. For the ones that disappeared, the ones that died, at least like my pops was able to like see that for himself. But there were like no more fishies left, and we noticed that the pond's wired fencing was kind of bent out of shape. So we think the raccoons might have been able to figure out how to lift up the fencing to get to the fish. So now with the 10 new ones, which I didn't name all of them because I was devastated when the first fishies that we had named were all massacred by the raccoons. But we named 2 of them. One of them's like pure white, and Panda Bear and I named it Iceman. And then there's another one with a black, it's an orange fish with a black streak across the top of it, and I named that one Maverick. And that one, Maverick, is like super active. Like he'll go and swim like everywhere. So I haven't seen all of the fishies in the pond after I placed them into the pond, but I've seen Maverick. Maverick has been super active, swimming everywhere, and he doesn't have any fear at all, no care at all. I also bought the fishies some actual like fish food from the pet store, because I have a feeling the feeder goldfish were just too tiny to really be able to eat and digest the oatmeal that my pops was used to feeding the fish. So for right now, they have actual fish, like goldfish flakes, that they're being fed. And for some reason, Panda Bear said that this morning or yesterday morning, he went out there and the whole canister of the fish flakes was knocked open on the ground and spilled out. And I don't know what could have caused that. Perhaps an animal knocked it over. But anyways, Panda Bear cleaned most of it up. For some reason, he said, though, that the fish flakes couldn't all fit back into the canister, which is really weird. I don't know how like that works, because they all came from the canister, but I guess it was really compacted into the canister, so maybe that's a good thing. Like that means that you get your money's worth with that whole can of goldfish flakes, but I don't know. So hoping that it's not knocked over again today when I go out there to feed the fishies when the sun comes out. Sun hasn't come out yet. It is 5:30 something a.m. and I'm making good time on this mani because I have to clock in at 6. So, but coffee's already made. I have my coffee, and yeah, everything is pretty much good to go. Ooh, I don't know if I'm even going to use the right angle. I probably will though, because sometimes it's good to have a darker color over the light. But let's see here. The only thing I can't get used to is like how far in do I pull this so that it would actually look okay layered on top of what I already have. So that seems to work good. Just like that. Probably want a little bit of the right angle over there to cover that part of exposed area. Oh, that one didn't want to come out. Look at that. Wasted. I shouldn't have pulled it so hard and fast. Oh, that is my normal alarm to wake up in the morning on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But of course, I'm already awake, so don't really need it. Forgot all about it, actually, since I've been awake for hours now. But yeah, okay. I think because my pops has a cardiologist appointment today, Panda Bear said that he was going to take him to go eat. And so, don't know if they're going to end up going to Chongqing Noodles again, but that was one of the options on the list. Like I was saying, the food there is just so good. Can't miss with anything that we ordered. But yeah. Alright. We've got a couple more nails, and then we're going to do the right angle after all. Just so... Oh, you know what? No. We want it to have drippy goo. We want the drippy goo. My nephew Maximus is going to be turning 5 years old next month, and so we've been talking with my brother to see what Maximus would want for his birthday and what our family should do as far as meeting up to go eat together. And so haven't really decided on anything yet, but we still have time. Oh, I forgot to take off the plastic. And then also my friend Diane's birthday is next month too, so likely we'll get to hang out with my gal pals to celebrate her birthday. And then Halloween. I can't wait until Stacy Adams has her ruckus for Halloween, because we saw previews of the nails that are available for Halloween, and I love almost every single set. So I'm likely going to be making a humongous purchase. I haven't been purchasing very much lately, even though some of the launches do look kind of cool. I just have been saving up for Halloween, and I hope that some of the sets that have been launched recently aren't going to be sold out by the time we do the Halloween ruckus, because I do really want some of them. Color Street needs to make free shipping, even if it's free shipping for like a specific amount ordered or something. I can't see myself spending money and paying shipping for nails right now. Not unless I have like a big order, and then it's worth paying that shipping cost. So for now, I've just only been getting the subscription, the Color Play subscriptions, and then that's it. So yeah. I also have a ton of nails, so it's kind of like I really don't need to be buying more. And then of course you see me using leftovers. Like, I don't want to waste any of the strips. So if I open up a package and I don't finish using all the strips, I like trying to keep them and save them and try to use them up at a later time, like I am right now. So yeah. The amount of nails I have, I can do a ton of manis for at least a year, maybe more. And because my house doesn't have central air or AC or anything like that, I worry sometimes that the nails will be all melty. So I don't want to keep filling my binders. I have 12 different binders. If you saw the binder tour video, you'll know I have a ton. So I don't want to keep adding to it. I don't want to buy any more binders. So it's one of those where it's like, all right, I have to slow my roll. And plus, there's like a set budget for things. And recently, I've been buying new dresses. I bought a dress from Bloom Chic. I also bought some dresses from Amazon, from this company called Pinup Fashion. And their dresses are so awesome for us big gals. I really love them. So they were relatively inexpensive. That makes it even better. So, but yeah. Oh, I don't know. That might be too much blue. I might have ruined it by putting that on there. It feels too blue. Okay, let me try the ring finger too. Right here. And then we'll keep the rest of it. Like that. Wasn't there a piece? Oh yeah, I had wanted a little bit something on the middle finger too. So I need to fix that over there. Use a bigger one here. I'm thirsty now. Too much talking. Oh yeah, that'll do. All right, almost done here. If you watch this all the way through, is there a paint splatter emoji? If there isn't a paint splatter emoji, then I would say use the melting emoji, because there is, I know for sure, like a little face that looks like it's melting. And yeah, that's what this drippy goo hole punch kind of reminds me of, is like melting, face melting emoji for sure. Actually, I kind of am not mad at the blue on blue on blue here. It's kind of cool, actually. The question is, do I want to put some on the pinky there? I kind of like it not having it there, so probably won't. But I will at least put some on the middle finger right over here, and then the thumb on that hand, and then we are donezo. I will put a top coat over it after I let the color streaks sit there for a little bit before putting the top coat. I do like giving it some time to fully dry before adding the top coat, because I noticed that if I put the top coat on right away, sometimes there's some shrinkage happening. So I'm gonna let it sit for just a little bit before I put that top coat on. But yeah, if you haven't already and you enjoy this content, please subscribe, like the video, share it with folks, comment below again if you can't think of anything to comment. I'll know you watched this video all the way through to the end if you comment with the melty face emoji, or if there is a paint splatter emoji. That one would also fit the theme for today. But yeah, we are pretty much done here, and I gotta get ready to clock in for work. So this is it. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. This is Shades of Manny Bingo Square achieved for Shades of Blue. And that's all she wrote. I'll see you all next time. Peace.